Hello, and welcome to another scene in Hong Kong House of Cards. Tonight we have Anastasia and Alistair, just having some food and stuff as a means of apology, I suppose.
Anastasia has been preparing for a day and change. Yesterday, she called Alistair a little frantic. Uh, she really wanted to show him that she was really, really, really sorry for setting him on fire that one time. She lost control of her magic, and the best way she know how to make an apology was to her talents. Um, she spent all day slaving away in the kitchen making this really fabulous 5 course meal just for the two of them. And she would give a time and a place. Her little restaurant. It's a little space in Hong Kong near one of the major throughways. And she would let Alistair know dinner is at 7.
And he would arrive promptly on time.
Anastasia would greet him at the door, a little flustered. She is still wearing an apron, and so good to see you. Golly, uh, I didn't, I didn't think you'd come, but please come in.
His eyes are just kind of wide, like he doesn't really know what to do, and he'll awkwardly walk in and just say, I wasn't going to skip. That would have been very rude.
I mean, like you don't know me, and well, gee, I mean, our first interactions were well, we were going to fight this dragon. Well, of course you already know you were there, right? And I'm babbling. All right. So, first course, soup, right? Soup. Have a seat. Oh gosh. As she just goes to get the soup.
He looks really awkward, but he'll just go and sit down, and it's just like really stiff. That kind of like I don't know what to do right now. He'll just say, you know you didn't have to go through all of this trouble, right?
uh, um, I wanted to. She comes out with like some really good soup, craft stuff. She places it in front of him, and she'll sit opposite of him. I mean, golly. I mean, there was the quirks about. I I just wanted to be sincere, and this was my way of showing you that. It. I mean, it is sort of kind of a date, you know.
Um, uh, uh okay. Um, thank you.
She sighs. Well, I mean, I don't want you to feel awkward. I mean, if this is too much, we can do something else if you want.
I I was just not expecting this. I suppose.
Okay, just
Like
please enjoy the food.
he'll open his mouth and like he's about to say something else, and then he'll just kind of stop, and then kind of just solemnly nod his head and start eating.
She's not going to say anything. She's just going to allow him to enjoy the first course as maybe not saying anything for a little bit would do them both some good. Just kind of get used to each other's company.
and he'll, after a couple bites, he'll just kind of stop and say, it the food tastes very nice.
Thank you. It's one of the only things I'd like to say. One of the few things I'm good at. I mean, it's I grew up cooking in the kitchen, and it just kind of stuck with me, you know. So why not bring a little bit of what you love to somebody, you know?
Yeah. And it's a really good skill to have too, because I mean, when you're hungry, you don't have to eat.
So, um, what were you saying before I sort of cut you off? Sorry.
Oh no, you didn't cut me off.
Are you sure?
Uh, I think so. Yeah. Um.
How are your wings?
Oh, they're fine. They're just a little scorched, but they healed up just fine. Thank you.
Okay. Um, I have something else I have to get in the kitchen, but yeah, she will disappear, get rid of the plates, and bring back another course, place it in front of me. So how long have you been in Hong Kong?
Not very long. Only since like February.
Oh, where are you from?
New Orleans.
Really? What's it like?
Loud.
What's like loud about it? I mean, I've never been. I mean, I'm a New York girl, but
Yeah. There's just a lot of people, especially during like the parades, and not to mention Bourbon Street. The French Quarter is always busy. Um, Not to mention all the possible flooding we get a lot. That state is trying to submerge itself. I really don't know why.
well, I mean, you're here, so I guess that's good. I mean, um, so is it like what's there to do besides? I mean, I've seen all the stories, but like, what's there to like do?
There's a lot. They have wonderful museums, and sometimes the little shops. Like I know there was a glasswork shop that I went to, and you got to tour that, and it was gorgeous. It made me want to get into glass making, but I haven't started on that just yet. But there's a World War II museum there. There's several ghost tours, especially I can't remember the name of the home, but it's the place where Madame Lalaurie stayed.
Uh-huh.
Um, Not to mention all the graveyards. Jackson Square is a wonderful place. On Saturdays and Sundays, people go out and they show their artwork, hanging it up on the fence of Jackson Square or Jackson Park, I suppose. I don't know. And then people do caricatures. My apologies. And I think one time I went there, someone was doing henna tattoos, and there's a whole bunch of like tarot card reading and stuff like that. Not to mention all the various voodoo shops. It honestly, it's gorgeous.
She smiles and chuckles a bit. You seem to love it a lot.
I do, um, and I miss it. Honestly, I was an idiot when I kind of stormed away and I left home, and I was like, that kind of like rebellious 20-something-year-old who had a bit of cash. So he was just like, nah, parents, and flew to Hong Kong, and then had his chrysalis, and now can't get out of Hong Kong.
I'm sorry, but maybe one day you can go back.
Definitely planning on it. I do not want to die in this city.
I mean, I don't. I wouldn't want you to die either, but it would be a really nice place to visit. I mean, one day.
I
Well,
mean, my apologies.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Um, I mean, after this wall comes down, if you ever want to go visit New Orleans, we can walk around.
Um, if you'll take me, I'll go. But
Yeah, of course.
there's a slight blush as she says, "Okay, I gotta get the food thing. Yeah, food." And she goes and gets another course and brings it out. She is super quick at what she's doing, but yeah, you can tell like the amount of effort she put into making it just so. As she comes back with hmm, what would she come back with? Uh, she comes back with a rather really long pan of seafood lasagna.
Oh,
He said,
wow.
"Well, kind of took a guess. If you don't like seafood, I am so sorry. I can make you something else."
No, it looks wonderful. Thank you.
And she will she'll like plate it for you and everything and make it just so. Would you want right? Um, I made this a few weeks ago. As she goes back and she shows you this bottle of wine that looks to be swirling. It's purple and it has a streaks of the clouds in it, and you kind of see stars kind of floating in it. She was like, "This took a little while, but I think you'll like it. It has a really sweet finish, and I'm really proud of it."
Oh, uh, thank you. It looks delicious.
Good. She'll like pour you a glass and she'll sit in front of you. Um, are you going to take up any of the offers? I mean, I got an offer from House Denon. Did you get an offer from any nobles?
Uh, yeah, I got an offer of squireship for House Fiona and Dougal. I'm probably gonna go with Dougal, obviously. Knocker.
I mean, golly, it's really exciting. I mean, golly, I started off as a steward, and I mean, I just kind of hoped that if I kept playing my cards right, that one day it would happen. And look at today. Today looks like it's the day. Um,
uh, that's really exciting, and I'm glad that you accomplished your goals and you're starting to get there. No doubt we'll. I don't want to say we'll be knights in no time, but with how the city goes, we'll probably. Yeah, knighthood will probably come sooner rather than later.
I think so too. Um, I mean, it would be fun to have somebody to climb the ranks with.
He nods. Yeah, that would be rather fun, especially considering this is your goal, so you probably know more about this whole politic crap than I do. That was, oh my god, I did not want to do politics, and then Nathan was just kind of like, okay, House Dougal, and I was just like, fine, Nathan. So,
I mean, I'm kind of good, but I still make mistakes like everyone else. I mean, I kind of incinerated two people that I was supposed to help. Whoopsie. She looked like.
I mean, it happens, really. Um, like none of us were really hurt. Um, yeah, I was a little singed, but then you healed me up, so it was all good.
I mean, you have such pretty wings, and I feel like Sorry, I'm rambling again, but yes,
Oh
yes.
no, it's fine if you talk. I don't mind.
I don't. She kind of she's playing with her hands. I mean, sometimes I talk and I'm trying. I She just holds her hands in front of her from keeping from like talking with her hands, and she just looks at him and says, "Right."
Honestly, if it's something you do and you don't feel like you have to fix it, nah, my apologies. Then just just go ahead and do it. Talk with your hands. Like there's nothing wrong with that, really.
Okay, well, so what are you working on, like lately?
I'm working on a suit of power armor.
Oh, like how? What? I mean, I know cooking. That's about it. Um, and I know how to make alcohol, but what like what does it entail?
It's a lot of wiring and creating foo bars to power it and everything like that. I've got the base design built to where it's just kind of it's a functional suit of armor, but it's just armor at that point. Very, very, very strong and thick armor. But I'm working on creating an energy cannon and a minigun to go along with it to make it kind of like Fallout 4, uh, power suit meets Tony Stark suit. Uh, it's taking it's taking a while, but slowly but surely.
That's really cool. What's she looks kind of embarrassed. What's a fubar?
Oh, oh, it's a knocker thing. We can if we know enough infusion, we can summon this. It's fucked up beyond repair is what it's called.
She she puts her hands in front of her face like, oh my. Uh,
Yeah, it's like this little red ball of energy, honestly, and we just kind of take it and we shove it in our suits, and we have the suits powered up using the foo bars. Like I said, it's a knocker thing, and I think we all know knockers and their choice in words.
you don't swear much. I mean, I'm sorry, sorry.
No, it's fine. I try not to. At least not around other people. When it's usually like myself and Nathan or myself and any other knockers, things they tend to get pretty bad pretty fast.
Um, that's cool. I mean, maybe one day you could teach me a swear word or two.
um, honestly, if you're just around my shop when I'm working, you'll probably hear more than you ever wanted to.
She smiles and continues to eat. So is that like what you're passionate about?
He nods. Definitely, crafting is something I've always done. Crafting and playing the violin, of course. Um, I'm working on piano right now.
You play?
He nods.
Would you could you?
Of course. I just kind of rubs the back of his head. I didn't think we'd be doing that, so I didn't bring my violin with me, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you didn't put me on the spot. I just we'd either have to go back to my house in a little bit, or I can leave and go grab it.
Um, or I guess if you want, you can do a peony.
Sure.
As she kind of looks at you and bites her fingernails.
Two successes.
It's one of those things that she doesn't mind going back to your place, but she doesn't want to seem too eager because if she seems too eager, she doesn't want to seem like a slut. And that she's just trying to jump your bone. She doesn't want to give the wrong impression, and she's completely overthinking
Oh dear. I don't. Oh my god. Alistair is not good with this. I don't even know how he tried to like. So he'll
It's
just say,
almost
my bad.
like
What?
she's looking at you and she's like, I um
Um, look, I'll just kind of put this out. Like, I don't judge people at all. Um, like whatever you say, I'm not gonna get upset or weirded out or anything. And like, you could also see the power armor and all that stuff, or just browse because I have like I create all manner of musical instruments. So like if something catches your taste or something, I don't know.
she smiles and I okay there's like two more courses. She brings out like this sorbet and then this really amazing chocolate cake. Do you like chocolate?
Of course.
So, uh, um, where where is your house?
It's near the Changeling Market.
Okay, so I think that's like a maybe a 20-minute walk from here.
He nods. Yeah, around that time. Yeah.
Golly. All right. She kind of after dinner and dessert is over, she quickly does dishes. Not
Like
Baggin birthright. She comes back in like seconds. So
really awkward that he didn't get to help you with the dishes.
she looks at him. She says, "No, no, 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 no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine."
I don't want to feel like I'm making you do all the stuff because my mom raised me to always help. I'm sorry.
Uh, well, you're being a gentleman now. I mean, it's okay. And you came. I mean, that's more than you know, most people do.
I wouldn't ever think of skipping, especially after you were so nice and generous.
Uh, um, it was more so. Um, my parents kind of don't like the fact that I like to cook. They say it's kind of demeaning, saying that uh, I chose to do this and not like go to college. I kind of just want to cook. So yeah, kind of pariah. Spill a little thing.
Honestly, if it's something you enjoy doing, don't listen to anyone else. Just do what you want to do because in the end, it's your life.
I I understand that. It's just that it's nothing. So lead the way.
He'll nod and start leading her back to his place.
And she will kind of grab his arm if he recoils, she'll stop and kind of put her hands in her pocket.
I'm sorry, I lagged out for a moment. What did she do?
She kind of went for his arm.
Oh, he wouldn't have cared. He's very gentlemanly. You probably would have offered it just in case.
So she kind of holds his arm, walks next to him. Something I want to ask, and please stop me if I'm being rude.
He nods.
Um, I know this is none of my business, but did those puka, you know them?
I knew one of them. The other two I had never met.
Okay. So which one did you know?
Angela.
The snake.
He nods.
So are you two like a thing?
No, to be honest, I don't remember how we eloped. I think we were in the museum. I said something the next thing we were in the bathroom, so
Oh,
I know probably not the best thing ever.
I mean, I don't judge, but if you're involved with her, I don't wanna, you know.
He shakes his head. No, I'm not involved with her. Most of the stuff she says is, just lies and stuff. Especially like that whole, marriage counselor thing, whatever. I
Mhm.
don't know what's up with that.
Uh, I can be a little dense sometimes. So you hooked up in the bathroom? I understanding you right?
Yeah, not entirely my proudest moment there, but yeah, in the bathroom of the museum.
She just nods her head. Like, okay.
He rubs the back of his head with the hand that she's not holding on to, and it's just kind of like, oh man, when you look back on it, I'm like a man hoe.
She she doesn't comment on it, but yeah, all right, I'll give you a peony. Did you hear that last part?
No, I'm sorry.
I said, you can do a peony if you want.
Sure, let's see. If this thing ever loads, why is it being so slow all of a sudden? Yeah, just 2 successes again.
Um, she's a little, she's a little taken back that you hooked up with someone like that, and she doesn't, it's kind of, you can tell that she is a girly girl, and she's like, I don't want to, how to put this? She's a girly girl, and she's a little taken back, yeah, slightly. She's not judging you, it's a bit of a shock, that's all.
He's just gonna, rub the back of his head again and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was only once though, and I don't think it's gonna happen again, considering the backlash and all the lies and stuff that everyone's saying, and now, like, every changeling in this city now believes that I have the stamina of, like, a 9-year-old kid.
And she just kind of puts her finger on your lips and she says, I never thought
He just blinks.
that.
And really doesn't know what to do with that. And he's really glad now that his skin is red. Thank you, knock your appearance.
And I mean, it's one of those things that I guess if you're supposed to know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I mean, given the rumor, you have everything to move up. You'll be shattering so many expectations. He chuckles.
I guess.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything rude.
Honestly, it takes lighting me on fire to really make you come off as rude in my eye.
She kind of playfully shoves you. I said sorry, but face like.
I'll just give her a big smile. Like, okay, not to live up to stereotypes, but I'm a knocker. I am like the rudest of the rude next to red caps. I honestly am not going to get offended.
She'll kind of maybe a little bit over dramatically just to play it up a little bit. I am not rude. She
I never said you were rude. I just okay. Basically, it was like this. Okay, no. So you said you were rude, but I'm saying if you were rude, even if you were rude, I wouldn't care.
and you can tell that the slight smile kind of creeps across her lips like she's not mad.
He's
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
roll his eyes.
It's kind of cute when you're exasperated like that.
You guys apparently just love doing that, huh?
It's a little fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Why, thank you.
So, this your place?
Yeah, this is it. And he'll pull out his keys and unlock the door to the front of his shop. The sign says "Go Throws" or "Go Tro." Blah, blah, blah. I can't pronounce anything tonight, can I? Go Tro's musical instruments, and like in the window of the shop, there's like a violin and a viola, cello, and a bass, all very wonderfully crafted. Um, and inside there are other instruments, mainly like woodwind and whatnot. Actually, no. Ooh, he's Sealy or Unsealy. They do mechanical. Okay, so there's like a keyboard. It's like, whoa, now, Kim. Uh, gotta remember your court though. Um, actually, no. There's a couple keyboards, but there is a very nice baby grand piano that it's very clearly somebody worked very hard on. And then there are like electrical violins and whatnot scattered around the shop, among like others like flutes and stuff.
Um, is there any place I could put my coat?
Um, and he'll just kind of he'll kind of move his hands toward her like that. Should I take her coat or should I let her do it herself? Like I don't know,
She kind of looks at you and she just kind of hands it to you. Yeah.
because this
Uh,
bro has like no dots in etiquette.
she's not about to go trouncing through your house to find a place to find her coat.
Yeah, and he'll take it and walk behind like I don't even know if this dude would have a coat rack.
I'm gonna laugh if he just throws it in the room and throws it on the bed like most people do.
Um, since we are in the front of his shop, he'll probably just kind of fold it up carefully and like set it on the countertop beside the cash register.
That's fair.
He'll just turn around and give her a thumbs up, like, okay, I don't know what I did, but I did it.
She's going to give you. She'll actually burst into like a fit of giggles, and So, show me something. Not that.
He'll blink and then realize what you meant, and then he'll just kind of and not even what I was thinking, and walk over.
As soon as he just gets like the disgruntled frumble, she just laughs again.
And he'll walk behind the counter and he'll pull out an electric violin. It's very gorgeous and sleek. Oddly enough, it looks like the color of his eyes, a very rich, deep violet color
Mhm.
that's been painted on, or not really painted on, but yeah, sprayed on. I guess it's time for me to do some rolls. It's charisma, right? Charisma
Uh,
performance?
yeah, sure.
Or dexterity? I don't know. They're both a 3. It doesn't matter.
It's fine. I don't care.
Okay, so it's not the best thing in the world, but it was 3 successes. So he'll.
That is amazing. It's amazing. It's fine. You could do this professionally.
Does on given days.
And she kind of gets like this dreamy look on her face as she kind of holds her knees up in like the seat or a couch or whatever, and she's just kind of has this dreamy look as she's just watching you play.
And I actually, um, he would play the Swan, by Camille Saint. I can't ever
I
pronounce
know
his
that.
last name.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
but he'd play that because that is like one of my fucking favorite songs ever.
All right, so she is. Well, if there was a question of does she like me, it is very apparent now. And it isn't like this like overbearing I want to jump your bones. It's kind of that it's one of those quiet ones where she's just kind of watching you, smiling.
Yeah, and he does get very into it. And when it's over, he just kind of, as it finally comes to an end, he'll set the bow back down, in the case with the violin, and just kind of look over to her like that, that very clear question on his face, like, "Did you like it?"
And then she just kind of bursts out laughing, like, "Are you serious?"
I, I don't know. I guess I am serious. I just it's that. Oh, come on, did you?
And she will kind of kiss him on the forehead. It was beautiful. Does that answer your question?
Congratulations. The knocker is now stunned for 1 turn. So after a couple seconds, he'll just blink and then point up to his forehead and then look at you and just be like, "Huh?"
She's just laughing at you. You're adorable.
And he'll kind of clutch out his chest and, "Oh no, my masculinity. She called me adorable. Whatever shall I do?"
She'll kind of flick you in the nose, knock it off. But yeah, this is really pretty. It's really pretty.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
So she's gonna look at him with a clear question on her face, and you can actually in the dreaming you can just see the ellipses like appear over her head like dot dot dot. Like,
He's gonna roll P&E again.
that's fine.
Oh, I failed.
Oh,
He's looking at.
she clearly wants to do.
He's just gonna look at you and just kind of blink and just like I, I yeah, I don't know what's going on now.
That's what he says.
Yeah, he'll just kind of shrug. He's like I don't know.
Can I have something to drink? She just finally just says it.
Yes, of course. Just one moment. And he like runs into the back. And I'll come back out later with like a glass of water.
Thank you.
No problem. It's the least I could do.
So, what else do you do around him?
I craft bombs and guns in the back.
Show me, please.
And he'll lead her to the back, to his workshop. Of course, on like first glance, it doesn't look like the makings for bombs are around there, but you know, you can clearly see like gun casings and stuff like that around.
You're not. She just says you're not some type of hillbilly, are you?
No,
I'm
no,
not gonna. I'm not gonna show up in like the newspaper like dismembered, right?
I don't really think that's hillbilly. I think that's more just murderer.
Are you a murderer, Alistair? she
I
looks really. She looks really dead, man. Like, are you a murderer?
No, I'm not a murderer. Like I want to say that the only person I've ever like attacked was the other day, and I hit the dude with a rock from a slingshot. Like, oh, so deadly. I am like the murderiest of all the murdery
She
hillbillies.
just kind of chuckles and laughs as she's now just doing it on purpose now.
Just gonna roll his eyes.
And she'll like hop up on like one of your workbenches. So you're just here and you just build stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do on a day-to-day basis, pretty much.
That's cool.
I'll kind of point to the armor kind of off in the corner.
She kind of looks at it and she's like, "Oh, it's so big."
It's, I actually don't know what it would look like just yet, because it's got no dex penalties, but it's armor 9, so I'm guessing it's kind of bulky, but at the same time, like it's got that
It's fucking amazing.
fluid.
What?
Yeah. And the strength +2 to, you know.
I'm not a combat character, my fat ass. Like, what the hell?
He's not a combat character, he's a crafter character. He doesn't use the armor, as was seen when he was burned.
I mean, I know we're not friends yet, Kim, but damn, you don't need to lie to me like that.
Oh my god. Okay, I will admit, Tony is a combat character. Alistair is he's my crafter in the back.
So she like looks at it and she's just like, and she looks at him and she's like, I was sort of half joking when I said you weren't a murderer, but geez, like what, really? Like,
He'll just blink in confusion. What? It's armor. I mean, Nathan's got armor. And again, Alistair, or Nathan's a knight, so I suppose he is a murderer. Not really a murderer, but I don't know.
She just shrugs and like, oh, well, okay.
I don't know. I just wanted to make power armor, so I told Nathan I was gonna make some power armor. He's like, "Do it, dude." So I made some power armor. I don't kill people though. Like I can't even wear that until he'll walk over to the armor and turn it around, and you can clearly see that it's got no slits in the back for his wings, and then he'll kind of turn his back and kind of flap his wings once or twice.
Oh, she kind of says it like it just dawned on. I'm like, oh, so it's not done yet.
It's not for. I already said it wasn't done earlier anyway. I still have to put the minigun and the energy cannon on it.
She kind of sticks out her tongue at you.
He'll just roll his eyes and move the armor back into its position or its spot. Wait, why do you think I'm a murderer?
I don't know. Are you a murderer? I asked you.
Oh my god, we've been through this before. I'm not a murderer.
So then you're not a murderer. She kind of shrugs. Like, I mean,
Why
if
would
you
you
were,
think I'm a murderer? Why would you think I'm a murderer?
I don't know. I saw all the guns and stuff. I was just like, well, okay. You might have a hobby I'm not aware of. It's okay, I think.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Like it is my okay. Like okay, I craft. I craft. I don't even know.
amazing.
It was gorgeous. I craft armor. Actually, I mean, it's not my specialty. I don't usually craft armor, but I can. I craft musical instruments, explosives, firearms, ammunition, occasionally armor. Like
She looks at you and she looks like really, sincere. Like, I believe you. Like, it's okay.
it's like murder is not my hobby.
But bringing women to your house and playing for them is your hobby.
To be honest, like that was the first time I'd ever done that.
She kind of like, she puts up a finger. Makes sense. Are you a playboy?
No,
She
not
kind of she
no.
kind of looks at you and kind of like gives you like the upward like look like, are you sure?
I no. I mean, I don't really think it would matter too much anyway. Like, if somebody likes to have sex, just I don't know.
I don't care. She just kind of shrugs. I just wanted to see what you were gonna say.
Thank you so much.
She just kind of looks at you and she was just kind of put her hands into her she doesn't have pockets on her dress. So her hands go behind her back. And she just kind of starts walking around your workshop, picking things up and putting them back.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind all that much. He's just kind of standing there, like, not really knowing, knowing what he should do. He's just kind of standing there awkwardly, like, okay.
You don't have any etiquette, so
Yup.
I
What
don't even
is
know why I would
etiquette?
give you. I don't even know why I would give you for that. I guess you could. Yeah, I could give you a perception, empathy. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sure. Okay, let's see what I do this time. Yep, another failure.
Oh, she's clearly bored.
Oh no!
Like this was date was going. No, it's not a botch. I can't go that bad. She looks bored. It's hard to judge like her emotional state right now.
Um, like, I guess, is there anything like you want to do or talk about?
She kind of looks at you and blinks twice, like what?
Well, you look kind of bored.
Really?
I guess to me.
I'm not talking with my hands and I'm not forcing conversation. I think that's a good sign.
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Uh, with that, she will. So, is there anything else here you want to show me?
No, there really isn't anything else I can think to show you.
All right then. Well, it was nice. You have a pretty house.
As do you, and your food was amazing.
I like food,
I do too. It's really good.
as it should be. Food is like good sex. If it's done right, it's memorable.
Indeed. Um.
Hmm.
Uh. uh, never mind. Sorry.
What?
It's, don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
She'll flick you on the nose. What?
Uh, th- 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 a a guy's gotta have like a secret. Jeez.
What secret? Now you're gonna be brooding? Like what?
I'm not even brooding. I just said never mind.
What's the secret? Now I wanna know.
It's not even a secret. I was just thinking, and like I thought better of it.
Didn't say it. What?
Oh my gosh. I was going to ask if
Um.
I
If
created
I.
it, if it would take me a little while. I'm kind of tuckered out right now after creating the armor. But like you know, would you like maybe like a kind of clockwork rose or something that spins and opens and everything when you twist the thingy and everything? Because you made me all the awesome food, and I got to repay you for that.
She will blush. It's a very definite blush. I would like that. And yes, you can.
Okay. Like, do you have any particular favorite kind of flower? Because roses are a little overrated, honestly. Like, everyone gets people roses.
She will kind of stick out her tongue, give you a raspberry, and say, figure it out.
Oh no, don't do this to me.
Nope, can't make it easy.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, come on, you're really gonna do this?
What?
You're not
I
gonna tell
can't.
me your favorite flower?
I know you're a smart little knocker, aren't you? But
Look, there comes a time. Comes a time. I can only be so, like, it only goes so far. It doesn't deal with people, it deals with mechanical objects.
Are you good with your hands? Then this shouldn't be like a hard thing to figure out.
I mean, okay, but being good with my hands is very, very different from knowing someone's favorite flower.
That it is.
No, it's not.
I agreed with you.
Uh, like, I don't know, I'm getting all confused.
Well, um, chrysanthemums. happy.
Thank you. They are
So
beautiful flowers.
demanding. So demanding and mean. Oh my gosh.
How was that demanding? After you were flicking my nose and all sort of stuff to get me to tell you what I was not.
You liked
No.
it. You could have told me to stop at any time.
Oh my gosh. Don't even. I don't. That's. And he just kind of shrugs, and like, there's probably a stool that looks very well worn, and he'll just kind of slump down on the stool, like I give up.
And if you sit on the stool, she'll like get like to like the entrance, and she'll look back and like. And she'll smile and chuckle and blush. You make it too easy.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to see me to the door? Am I like captive? It's
No,
happening.
and he'll stand up and kind of walk over there and was like, if you would be so allowing, I was going to walk you back to your home.
Oh. So I have to go home now? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if you want me to just walk you to the door, I will just walk you to the door.
Are you kicking me out? Is my time
No,
over?
you just asked me to walk. Oh my god.
And this is the highlight of my evening.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
I am. So, what did you want to do when you're growing up?
What I wanted to do when I grew up, I wanted to be a bomb technician. I just wanted to, blow stuff up and, make sure bombs didn't blow up other people.
That's so dangerous.
He nods. But it was fun.
But I mean, you're sort of doing it now, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Like, I just, make bombs.
I wanted to be a chef, not just a chef, the best chef. And
Well, you're
maybe one day.
definitely pretty close.
Eh, the she said the soup could have been a little better. I think the vegetables could have stewed a little longer. They seemed a little mushy.
No. It was wonderful.
They're not just saying that.
Look, I am a knocker. I know when things are good, and that was amazing.
You don't think the scallops were like underdone?
No, of course not.
You sure?
Very sure.
Okay. You think I could do it?
Of course.
She just nods.
Best chef in all the kingdoms.
And she'll just kind of look up at you and just kind of smile and blush. And here I was thinking you had no charisma.
I I do. I can He'll just kind of throw his hands up.
She'll just take his hands. Stop.
Oh, let me over exaggerate with my hand movements.
You're doing fine. I'm having a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
So, in the best interest of me maintaining my image that I am a proper lady, I am going home now. She smiles.
He nods and says, would you like me to walk you home, or would you, like, it's up to you.
I mean, if you walk me home, there is a 90% chance that we will not. Never mind.
It, they'll just kind of blink, and it should still be maintaining your image. It's walking you, to your front door, and then,
You totally missed it, and then you're adorable.
he just looks so confused.
I'll give you a flat intelligence roll on it. See if he picks it up.
Mhm. Like he's got good intelligence and stuff. It's just that he doesn't.
He doesn't understand social cool. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. She'll just look back at him and like, there's no way you're that. Really?
I, I don't normally, get with this, do this sort of stuff.
So you've never been on a date?
Not particularly. I usually just kind of hold myself up in my um, workshop.
Seriously?
Yeah?
So you don't like go out and date and meet people? Well, clearly you hook up with people, but like,
That was sort of just like a really kind of on the like fly thing right there.
huh?
But yeah, no, I just stay in my workshop most of the time.
And you don't get bored?
No, I craft stuff.
I mean, it's nice to get out and do other things. I mean, not to say that you're not good, but there's more that you could do. Maybe another adventure out there, you know?
Nods. I mean, like I go out and do stuff. Like I went to the museum and I, you know, went to the cave and was burned alive and
She kind of like looks at you and huffs.
this is gonna give her a really big smile. But no, dating is not something I go out and actively do.
You should. It's not all that bad.
Yeah, I know it's not all that bad. It's just most of my time is spent crafting.
But that's so like boring.
No, it's not.
But I'm like the coolest person ever. She just looks at you and she kind of plays with her foot.
Then he just kind of blinks. Oh. Oh no 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 no! I wasn't. Oh my
She just
god.
laughs hard.
No, that's not what I meant. This has been okay. I okay. I don't actively go out looking for this sort of stuff. How about we put it that way?
After her two seconds of like solid like like deep belly laughing, like to the point where it looks like she almost beat herself. All right, all right. I mean, I know you had a good time. You told me. I believe you. You don't have any reason to lie. You don't seem like the type that would lie.
Yeah, because yeah, there's no point to it when you can just tell the truth.
And it's very clear that you have no idea if somebody's flirting with you or throwing a brick at your face.
I think I'd know if someone was throwing a brick in my face.
But you have no idea that I've been flirting with you all night.
I'd, okay, I'm not good with that sort of stuff. We all have our flaws and weaknesses.
This is true. This is very, very true.
Like that's why I don't deal with court things and stuff. Like I'm not.
So I'm going to assume you know how to kiss a girl, or is that something you don't know how to do?
I mean, I think I know how to kiss a girl, but I mean, like a girl might have different ideas.
That wasn't like an explanation. That was your cue. She just kind of puts up her hands and just does like the air quotes. That was the signal.
Oh, but I didn't know if like you were saying that as a tease or just to kind of tease me or if
That
you
was the
actually were.
signal.
And he's just kind of like he's got his hands up like he was talking with his hands and then he just kind of stops and drops them at his side. Then yeah, I guess he'll lean in to go kiss her.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we'll leave this incredibly adorable date. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.